Hello everyone, welcome back to Professor Layton in the Curious Village, and I will note at this very start here, it seems like my drawing tablet I normally use died, so I am going to be using a mouse, which also doesn't fully work, so look forward to that. But yeah, last time, there's nothing here, dog. Oops, I keep skipping past the dialogue accidentally. Oh, can you imagine living in such a massive place? What? This dog is just leading me astray, okay. Yeah, last time we started making our way, I guess, to the manor here to meet up with Chelmy. Is this a cutscene? No. I was hoping it would because of the long loading time. It probably will be up here now, right? Some kind. Chelmy. I don't know why I read his name. Are you trying to poison me? What are these vile things? You oaf, some butler you are. I'm so sorry, sir. He looks so weird, Matthew, in this sprite. I detest sweets. The very sight of them turns my stomach. Get that plate out of here at once. Oh yes, but of course. Ah, Layton, there you are. You requested our presence, Inspector Chelmy. My sources tell me you've been out snooping about and interfering in my case. Just what are you up to? Certainly wasn't my intention to interfere in your case. However, a few things don't make sense. Leave the investigating to the police and go chase after that golden apple or whatever it is. Don't you worry your pretty little head about it. I'll find Simon's killer, of that you can be sure. Now unless you have something else to say, I've got work to do here. Understood. Good day, sir. That inspector has some nerve dismissing us like that. Like I said before, I don't like him one bit. What do you say we go ask Raymond about yesterday, Luke? I guess that is a plot thing that'll come up later, although it's weird that that kind of happens with no explanation. Like, I guess he just called us in to, like, tell us to stop looking into things, which is kind of weird. How you doing, Raymond? Haven't been kidnapped at all. Good day, Raymond. How are you feeling today? Fit as a fiddle now, Professor. Perhaps even as vivacious as a violin. I don't know how to do this laugh. That awful fatigue from last week seems like it never happened. You can see I'm bursting with energy and my skin is soft as a baby's. I feel like a teenager again. Is that so? That's good to hear. He doesn't seem to remember what happened yesterday, does he? How many times are they going to show us this picture? They were really proud of this picture. He has no idea what happened. So what's our next move? I'm sorry, my phone's going off always. We shall respect the inspector's wishes and leave the murder case alone, Luke. Respect the inspector is certainly a phrase. It's as Inspector Chelmy said, solving crime is the police's job. Look at the dithering on Luke's hat too, like, I know it's a minor detail, but still. Besides, something tells me that this case and the golden apple are more related than we suspect. That's that intuition of yours talking again, isn't it, Professor? First and foremost, we need to find a clue that will bring us closer to the golden apple. Perhaps one of Ben Reinhold's relations or close friends can help point us in the right direction. Of course, there's also someone else. Let's see if the family butler has anything to say on the subject. Oh, Chapter 5, the hunt begins. It's finally time to start the search for the golden apple. Explore St. Mystere for clues. No, I gotta save on my own volition, buddy. But now I guess we just get to go right back in. As you do. There he is, just standing there in the foyer here. Alright, okay. dog did good that time. I don't think this is a foyer. I don't know what a foyer is. This probably isn't this kind of room, but just go with it, alright? Back so soon, Professor. Matthew, I was wondering if you knew anything that could point us in the direction of the Golden Apple. Anything you know would be a great help. For example, did the Baron say anything before he passed away? I'm so sorry to disappoint you, Professor, but the Master never told me anything of the sort to me. I'd like very much to help you in your search, but my duties here prevent me from leaving the grounds. If only Ingrid was around to provide some assistance. I didn't mean to click through that, sorry. I beg your pardon, sir, Ingrid. It's been years since she left, but Ingrid used to work as a servant in the mansion. She was Flora's nurse, and she often helped me with my work. Matthew! Yes, madame, I'll be right there. Please excuse me, sir. The lady calls. If you're curious about Ingrid, why not pay her a visit and talk to her yourself? Let's see, at this time of day I'd imagine she's out walking around by the general store, just aimlessly walking as she does. Please do me a favor and tell her that Matthew sends his regards. Certainly, I'll be sure to pass on your message. Thank you for all your help, Matthew. Isn't Ingrid that sweet old lady we passed by before? Indeed, we also saw her in that picture of young Flora. Come, let's go find the old girl. That's not a very nice way of addressing her, but sure. Off we go then. The general store is just outside the mansion, right? We'll be there in no time. Oh, is that the one that's always abandoned? That I keep wandering into and not understanding. I will say the art here on the bottom screen is very well done. Yeah, okay, there she is, just here on the overworld. What is it, dog? Okay, well. Dog is serving us, well, at this point. I forgot, what did I call the dog? Oh, goodness me, if it isn't Mr. Layabout, was it? Yeah, that's exactly my name. The name's Layton, madame. That's right, Mr. Layton. What can I do for you, sir? Earlier we were talking with the butler at Reinhold Manor, and he mentioned you used to work there. We'd very much like to hear anything you might know about the Baron. Heavens me, you want to hear about the Baron? I'm afraid the only stories I have are from when I worked at the manor, and that was ages ago. That would be ideal, madame. Would you mind telling us one? Alright, well, I suppose I could tell you a bit about the Baron and his former wife. The way Master Reinhold and his wife would carry on, they almost seemed to be like children. You'd never seen a man so in love as Master Reinhold was. When she passed away, Flora was all the Baron had to remember her by. So he raised that little girl with all the love a child could want. The things he'd bring home for her. Toys from all over the world and teddy bears as big as yourself. He was in high spirits in those days. He really wanted to give her 2 parents worth of affection. Sorry, my voice is having a moment here. So where is Flora gone? Your guess is as good as mine, sir. I have no clue where that girl went. You don't find that kind of, worrying? She left the mansion well after I stopped working for the Reinholds. Some say Lady Dahlia put Flora on the street to keep the family riches to herself, but that's nonsense. After all, the Baron cared about Flora so much, I can't imagine he'd allow something like that. You know, you just reminded me. The grave of the Baron's late wife is located in the manor garden. I wonder who takes care of it now. The Baron's former wife is buried in the garden. Thank you, madame. You've been extremely helpful. Luke, let's head back to the manor. We have a grave to dig up. I have a hunch that the grave might hold a clue we're looking for. I mean, that seems likely. I mean, like, what else do you even have to go on? Oh, look at Matthew there in the background. Is that what's going on? It's such a weird animation. Oh, look, it's Matthew. Good day, Professor. Were you able to track down Ingrid? Yes, we did. In fact, we were just speaking with her. I mean, no disrespect, but she said the grave of the Baron's late wife lies on these grounds. Do you have any knowledge of this? Lady Violet's grave, sir. I was just about to visit it myself. Would you mind if we came along to take a look? Not in the slightest. Right this way. Oh, it's just like my extra thing you can't really get to see on your own in the game. That's like, this isn't a place on the map, I'm guessing. Here's the entrance, sirs. Please watch your step on the way in. Ooh, I don't remember this at all. I'm gonna be honest, it's very atmospheric, I will say. This is Lady Violet's grave. Gosh, this place is really nice. It's not creepy at all. Luke, there's a time and place for that. The late Baron, rest his soul, told me to keep this place in proper order, and I have tried to do so. Here sleeps Violet, my one true love. This is sad, actually. The statue looks so much like Lady Dahlia, it's hard to believe it's someone else. Back when Flora was just a tiny little thing, Lady Violet used to take her to the park in town. Some of the flowers in the garden grew from the ones Flora planted here for her mother. Oh, I forgot to tell you about the Baron's journal. It should still be on the desk in Madame's room. It's possible that it might contain some information that could aid your search for the golden apple. My thanks, Matthew. I'll be sure to give it a once over later. Now then, Luke, we'd best head back to Reinhold Manor. I guess there's nothing else to investigate here. Okay, dog. Like, oh, I guess dog isn't always right on the hint coin. Well, maybe ending off a little early here, but I feel like this is as good of a place as any to end things. Oh. Geez, I wasn't expecting there to be like 5 journal entries. Also, we didn't solve any puzzles today. That's alright. No sweets for Chelmy. The inspector had a few sharp words for us when he showed up, doubtless because we've been conducting an investigation that runs parallel to his own. As much as I'd like to help find Simon's killer, there are other matters we should attend to first. Namely, checking on Raymond to see what, if anything, he remembers of last night. That title and No Sweets for Chelmy is more important than their leading on as interesting, vanishing memories. I had hoped Raymond would remember something of last night, but it's as I feared. He remembers nothing. How could someone go through something as jarring as a kidnapping and remember nothing of it? It could be post-traumatic stress disorder. I mean, that's not what's happening here, but isn't that a thing that happens? Now I must put my curiosity to the side and return to our search for the golden apple. Perhaps Matthew can tell us something. The nanny? Talking with Matthew revealed that the Reinholds formerly had another servant in their employ. Unless I'm mistaken, Matthew was referring to Ingrid, the nanny pictured in that old photo we saw earlier. She is usually out by the general store at this time of day, so finding her shouldn't prove too difficult. Flora's mother. Ingrid told us the story of how Flora's mother passed from this world. The Baron must have truly loved his former wife, for her grave lies within the garden, presumably so that, even in death, she could stay close to him. A beautiful grave. Lady Violet's grave is truly a beautiful place. The Baron's devotion and love for her is reflected in every detail of the place. Matthew mentioned that the Baron kept a journal detailing his thoughts. If you can find it, I imagine there's much we could learn from its pages. I was thinking maybe I should be leaving the journal entries for like the start of the next day as a better refresher, but I feel like that might just like, you know, kind of ruin the pace of videos, so we'll stick with our current setup for now. But in any case, that is in the episode length, so as always, thank you for Sorry. As always, thank you for watching.